Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. This episode is for people looking for jobs. Kasama na yung mga naghahanap ng employer na may lamiya. Okay, magandang episode ito. Mga upcoming job fairs ang itatakal natin. Okay, meron guys, no? Kailangan nyo lang talaga malaman kung saan, kailan kayo mag-register para sa mga upcoming job fairs. And we will talk about it with Miss G. Geraldine Vallarail ng GHV Immigration. Her agency is based in Edmonton, but she can also help you out wherever you are in Canada. Okay, pwede nyo siyang email dyan sa email na gumagapang sa ibaba. We just had an episode with Miss G a few days ago. I think a couple of days ago. At ang dami pala nag-reach out kay Miss G. That's why we're also having this episode now. Ang dami nag-reach out sa kanya asking, baka may alam siyang employer na may lamia. She tried commenting kasi dun sa mga comments sa YouTube, guys. She was sending links, okay? Kung kailan yung mga job fairs, ang location. For some reason, she told me, hindi pala nag-a-appear. Sabi ko, bakit kaya? Then I think it's because YouTube, merong default setting yata. Kapag may link na hindi YouTube video, like link from anywhere else, fini-filter niya. So, dito na lang niya sasabihin yung mga links na yan. Okay, welcome back, Miss G. Ano ba unahin natin, Miss G? The Newfoundland and Labrador.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Ito, guys. There is an upcoming live, virtual ba to, Miss G?
Yes, it's a virtual one. So that's good, at least anywhere in the world. So I believe they're talking about mga aplikante or foreign workers and then dito sa Canada lang, they are also considering even nasa labas ng Canada. So that's a good opportunity for sure.
Okay, guys, go to the website homeawaits.vfairs.ca. Okay, lalagyan ko ng caption dyan para mas klaro. Pero Ms. G, I think we have to clarify, no? Hindi porke halimbawa makahanap kayo ng trabaho dito o mag-register kayo ay mabibigyan kayo ng employer ninyo agad-agad ng work permit. Yung mga ganun ba, Ms. G?
Yeah, tama. But what is very specific, Miss Ina, dyan sa Newfoundland job fairs, they specifically mention, no, they are open for global talents.
What does that mean, global talents?
So they're talking about even nasa labas ka ng Canada, even if you're not a Canadian or permanent resident, they will consider as well or they will accommodate.
Oh, wow! Okay, so kahit nasa Pilipinas ka at nangangarap ka palang mag-Canada, you can apply here.
Yes.
Guys, so the live event is on February 11, 2026. So that is less than a week from now. Yung mga nakakanood nito na baka meron kayong kakilala na naghahanap ng trabaho, nandito na sa Canada o wala, share them this link. Okay, so ito yung time, nako po, 2:30 to 6:30 NST. Naku, alamin nyo na nga lang yung equivalent niyan sa time zone nyo, no? Okay. Ano bang meron sa Newfoundland and Labrador, Miss G? Would you know any ano bang in-demand jobs dito?
Yeah, so it's one of the Atlantic provinces ng Canada. So definitely they're also heavy on the healthcare needs, mga healthcare workers. They're also prioritizing yung mga tech workers, technology workers, yung mga IT people natin, no? Even mga engineers as well. And the agriculture, they have mentioned that also as one of the in-demand occupation sa province. Yeah, they can go for it.
Okay, ito na naman ang laging tanong. Miss G, ano ang chances na makahanap ako ng employer dyan na may lamiya? Ipa-prioritize ba talaga nila ang foreign worker versus halimbawa PR, no? Or somebody with an open work permit? Ano ang chance naming mga TFW Mga ganun ba?
So sabi nga natin nung nakaraang episode natin, no, everything is possible. So what is good in this Newfoundland and Labrador job fair is yun nga specific na sinabi nila they're open for global talents. So when you say global talents, so they're not only looking for PR and Canadian citizens, no? So yeah, grab the opportunity for sure.
Okay, nakasulat pala dito guys. The event is on Feb 11, pero kailangan mo mag-register Feb 10, okay? Yun yung deadline. Again, i-double check nyo kung anong oras iyan sa inyong time zone, okay? Tapos the website has other tabs, so okay. Okay. If you explore the website, it will tell you give you a lot of information about Newfoundland and Labrador. All right? So that is one. Next, merong ba share sa atin si Miss G? Ito pang isa. Ano ba tong Career Fair Canada na ito? Is this a government sponsored event, Miss G?
Not really. I will actually be signing up for that as one of the exhibitors for the Calgary location.
Ano gagawin mo doon, Miss G? Ano ka? Exhibitor? Are you looking for job? Workers?
Yes, I would say yes and no. No, because they do have the immigration fair and the career fairs. No, yeah. So I will be meeting some other like immigration consultants as well. No, some permanent residents who are, we can say, struggling na makakuha ng work dito sa Canada. And of course, there will be like temporary foreign workers also, or yung mga spousal open work permit holders na possible na pumunta dun sa fair na yun. So I'll be in Calgary for sure in June. It is scheduled in June. So again, remember there are two types of fairs for the Career Fair Canada. One is Career Fair and then the other one is Immigration Fair. But they can I mean attend to both events for sure.
I see. Okay. So tama ba itong napuntahan ko? Wait, upcoming events. Okay, so guys, Miss G will be in Calgary to help na rin, ano. Siyempre may mga job seekers who might need help from an immigration consultant, yung mga ganun ba, assisting in their applications. That's why, hindi pala siya hiring. Okay, guys? Baka mag-email kayo kay Miss G. So, this one has a list of the different, provinces and dates and venues. Tapos mag-register lang kayo. Parang ang dami pala, Miss G, no? O tingnan nyo guys, Feb 12. Ottawa, sa Rogers Center. Wednesday, okay. Vancouver naman, Feb 19. Red Deer, Feb 26. Peel Region or GTA North Area, March. Ang dami rin pala, no? So if, let's say, I click on the details, view the details, dito tayo sa Vancouver halimbawa. Ayan, helping you advance your career in the right direction, get in front of hiring managers, network, and apply to our recruiting exhibitors. All right, okay. Miss G, again, ano bang paano ba sila dapat mag-prepare dito? This one is not virtual, I don't think so, no?
No, it's a face-to-face, job fair. No, and also, kung babalikan natin yung sa Newfoundland, no, just a heads up, as it is a virtual, event. No, I tried to register actually as a job seeker there, no, just to know how it goes. So kailangan nila mag-submit ng resume at the time of the registration. So heads up. Make sure your resume is current and grammar error free. So yun nga, make your resume, we can say perfect, para magandang impression naman para sa mga recruiters.
Okay. Meron ka bang masisend dyan na template, Miss G? Baka meron kang sample file na pwede kong ipakita. Template lang, ano? Na sinusunod ka, baka naging effective from your end, ano, in helping people find jobs. Baka naman meron tayong ma-share.
So it is like this. Yeah. So number one, it's actually very easy for a seasoned recruiter to identify kung walang Canadian work experience, let us say, or bago sa Canada ang isang aplikante, no? So
Mm.
it is highly suggested. Actually, as in talagang, I don't want to say bawal, pero
Mm.
don't ever put your picture or photograph sa resume.
Okay.
Of course, don't forget to keep your email address and of course your cell number or contact number. No,
Mhm.
and of course your name. For your location, you don't need to mention yung full address nyo. So like let us say Edmonton. You can just mention Edmonton, Alberta, then your, how do you call that? The code, the postal code.
Postal code. Oh.
Yes, it's not necessary for you to put the full address. Another thing also, it is very normal sa Pilipinas, no, na ilalagay pa dyan. We do see resumes na merong mga passport number, pangalan ng parents nila, asawa, anak. No, those are no-no. It's a big
Mm.
no-no sa Canadian format for a resume. And your resume must be 1 page up to 2 pages lang.
Okay.
Oo, wag
Guys,
haba.
right. Miss G is marami siyang taon na experience bilang recruiter. Okay, before she became an immigration consultant. So she definitely knows what she's talking about. Ano ang nakaka-turn off? Yung binanggit mo, Miss G, may picture, ganon, yung mga unnecessary information, yung English din, siguro nga kapag hindi maganda, guys, is it okay to use ChatGPT to fix their grammar there sa resume nila sa CV, Miss G?
Yes, of course, it
Oo.
is okay. No, that is free to use yung ating mga AI. Yeah, feel free to use. But then, of course, if you get the chance to for a face-to-face interview or a virtual interview, then you have to practice yung sa interview portion nyo.
And guys, siguro naman, alam niyo kung darating kayo dun sa job fair na in person, dress appropriately. Factor din yun, Miss G, I'm guessing. Ako, for me, syempre, yun ang gagawin ko, di ba?
Oo, I mean, you have to create a good impression sa recruiter. And believe me, if you get a chance to be invited for a face-to-face interview, the first 2 minutes of an interview is critical. Now, it's a matter of making it or breaking it. That is true. It's not a myth. The first 2 minutes, you have to give a good impression sa hiring manager or sa employer.
Baka you can give us some, info, Miss G. Ano ba pinaka-common? Let's say may dalawang tanong na masasabi mong pinaka-common na first questions na tinatanong ng isang HR person who would meet somebody, an applicant in like an in-person job fair.
Yeah, tell me something about yourself.
Yun na yun. Parang talagang generic question. Okay, so you guys be ready for that. What else? At least may baong kayong sagot. Ano pa?
Yeah, walk me through your day. For example, if you are currently working and gusto malaman ng employer about your work experience or past experience, possible question, okay, walk me through your day at your work. No? So, of course, the employer, the hiring manager or recruiter will have the chance to get an idea, okay, paano mo ba inuumpisahan ang araw mo when you're working for that company, tell it. And you have to highlight also yung mga achievements mo. Sometimes ang mga hiring managers or recruiters are not asking about the achievements. Sometimes they forget about it. Kahit hindi nila tanungin yon, you have to tell them what you can offer. Remember, hiring managers, companies are looking for someone who can offer something to the company and not the other way around. And never ever ask for about the sueldo, about the salary. That is not the proper time to ask for the benefits and salary unless they ask you about your expectation.
All right. How about asking them about sponsorship for like a PR application? We sort of talked about this dun sa previous episode. Okay. Paano should they bring it up at all as an applicant?
No, it depends on the conversation. No, so typically they will ask for your availability. For example, if you're a temporary foreign worker, they ask for your availability, then that is your time to say about your status. No, so depende how how the question is going, then you answer it. Don't spill too much of information. But then of course, I always say pag tinanong ka, hindi lang yes or no ang answer mo. You should always have an explanation, but don't talk too much. No,
Yeah.
unless the employer is specifically asking for that information.
Alright. Siguro guys, no, kapag nagkaroon lang ng opportunity to bring up
Yes.
your status, that's the only time you do it.
Mhm.
Tama ba? Yung parang, huwag kayong masyadong upfront, no? Na parang nagmamadali kayo, baka nga naman ma-turn off, ano?
Yeah, but it will definitely show up in one of the questions, no, about the availability. Then, yeah, there they can present their
Yes.
status.
Okay. And by the way, guys, this episode, syempre, hindi lang po ito sa mga kababayan nating nandito na naghahanap ng bagong Lamia employer. As we know, even PRs, okay, naghahanap din po sila ng trabaho kahit mga citizen. Anybody finding a job, okay, this episode is also for you. Because, di ba nga, I've had episodes before, no, talking about even landed PRs. Nahihirapan din sila. Hindi sila agad-agad nakakahanap ng trabaho when they get here. So, if you know anybody na ganyan ang sitwasyon, i-share niyo po sa kanila itong episode na ito. Okay, Miss G, balikan natin yung isa, yung Career Fair Canada.ca. Meron palang listahan yan, ano? Ayan, event schedule. Alright. If you want a copy of this one, paano ko ba isisend to sa inyo, guys? I-upload ko na nga, hindi, makikita nyo naman no? So, it's really everywhere, Miss G. January up to November ang nakikita ko, no? Sa 2026. Most of the time when I see news reports, news companies covering these events, Miss G, napakahaba ng linya.
Yes.
Ganun ba talaga? Would you say yun ang dapat asahan nila? Napakahaba talaga, yung parang hanggang kabilang kanto, yung mga ganun, ano?
Yes, yeah, maasahan nila yan. I have actually done several job fairs in the past. No, make sure na, like, let us say one company, usually they will have like 2 to 3 representatives dun sa job fair na yon. So, hand over your resume, and if you get the chance to speak to the recruiter themselves, do it. No, give a good impression. And remember, that is your chance also to network, not only with those recruiters, but to your fellow or with your fellow job seekers then, di ba? Definitely, napakarami yung mamimit doon ng mga job seekers then. So that is a good source of, we can say, emotional support, additional motivation, right? And increased confidence sa mga naghahanap ng trabaho. And lastly, you can or feel free to send an email, follow up with the recruiters by email. Now, introduce yourself that I have met you yesterday for that job fairs in so-and-so location. And introduce yourself. Just to say hi, hello, parang ganon. So it will create a good impression sa recruiter. And don't forget to ask for the business card pag nagpunta kayo sa job fairs, ha?
Alright. Guys, no, wala kayong mararating kung mahihiya kayo. Yung sinasabi ni Miss G na mag-follow up kayo through an email, baka yung iba, baka naman isipin, masyado kong atat. It's normal, right, Miss G? Gawain po talaga yun. At ini-expect na rin yan in a way ng mga HR personnel na nandun. Okay. So, itong Career Fair Canada, guys, so, Calgary, Edmonton, Halifax, Kitchener, Waterloo, Ottawa, Peel Region, Red Deer, Regina, Halton, Winnipeg, Vancouver, Toronto, Saskatoon. Tapos, ayan Immigration Fair naman, ito yung sinasabi ni Miss G, yung nasa bandang baba. That's in Toronto, Vancouver, and Calgary. Ano yung, again, Miss G, yung difference ba kapag immigration fair? More on consultants ang mamimit nila doon and mga immigration lawyers, gano'n?
There will be companies also, there are colleges and universities. I have just spoken actually dun sa tawag dito, yung sa exhibitors, yung nagmamanage ng mga exhibitors, mga nagmamanage na exhibitors. So they said, they specifically mentioned sino yung ma-expect na exhibitors doon. So they said colleges, universities, no employers then, and of course mga immigration consultants, recruitment agencies will be there as well.
All right. Okay. So guys, there are employers looking for workers.
Mm-mm.
Okay, siguro that's one message that we're trying to send out here. It's difficult, yes, pero walang kung kailangan nyo talaga, mag-attend na rin kayo ng mga ganito.
So sabi mo nga, Miss Ina, they need to go out of their comfort zone. That is correct. Most of the jobs are not posted online. So sabi nga, 70 to 80% ng jobs are never posted online. So yun yung tinatawag na hidden job markets and are being filled through networking and referrals. It is true, 100%. With my experience as a recruiter, that is true. 70 to 80% of the jobs, you cannot find it online. No? So, yeah, you really need to, hindi lang sa harap ng computer.
Okay. So yung hidden jobs na sinasabi mo, Miss G, again, how do you find those? Through networking lang and attending these types of fairs. Ganun ba?
Yes, oo. So siguro magkakaroon tayo ng comment, sabihin ng ating commenter. Ay naku, si Miss Geraldine, ano na naman sinasabi ni Miss Geraldine?
Sige.
Hindi totoo yan, sabihin nilang gano'n. That is true because sometimes ka naman pag tumawag ka sa company, they will straight away tell you, okay, submit your resume online. That is true, right? Which is, that is correct. But it's not all the time na makikita nyo online ang jobs. That's why you have to network. Yun nga ba, walang mahiyain or avoid being mahiyain if we are looking for work. And to share my personal experience also, I didn't find my first job here in Canada through applying online. I remember during my time, meron akong notebook niyan, and I was really writing down each and every company na ina-applyan ko. I have applied to like hundreds of jobs online. Mayroon naman mga tawag for interview. However, sabi ko, okay, hindi nagwo-work to. So, ginawa ko, I increased my network.
Okay.
Again, LinkedIn. Through LinkedIn. So whenever, for example, when I connected with a recruiter or hiring manager, yun, straight away, I will not ask them, may trabaho po ba kayo sa akin? No, I didn't approach them that way.
Okay.
I did was like, pag Christmas, batiin ko sila, Merry Christmas. Thanksgiving, Happy Thanksgiving. Until the time came na nakita ko, yung isang contact ko, merong job posting. So what I did, I said, okay, I found your job posting online. Will it be, it would be so kind of you if you can refer me to the hiring manager or the recruiter. So it just happened na yun palang konta ko mismo ang hiring manager. Then I got the job. Yeah. So,
sige. So again, they can directly message yung mga tao sa LinkedIn. That's what that platform is for. Sa totoo lang, connecting, 'di ba, sa mga HR professionals there. Nakahanap ako, Miss Gio. Tingnan mo, pati ang New Brunswick, guys. Okay, let me put this up. If you go to their website, official website to ng New Brunswick, no, i-google nyo lang New Brunswick job fairs. They have upcoming, national and international recruitment events. Okay, yung iba, sige, malabo na sa atin yan, nasa Tunisia, France, ganyan, Feb 8. Baba kayo ng konti. O meron sila, tingnan nyo, Calgary, Alberta, Feb 28 for healthcare. Toronto for healthcare din, March 7. So, i-click nyo lang yung register here. Montreal, Quebec, April 22, 23, 24. Ayan, okay. Education, tapos may isang multi-sector job fair sa Montreal. Okay, so ang dami. At meron ding virtual pala upcoming. Wala pang date. Abangan nyo na yan sa April. 2 months from now, guys. Registration opening soon. It's virtual. Yung una for skilled trades, pangalawa tourism and hospitality. Diba? Okay, hold on. Let me take this out. Ay, nako, syempre guys, again, reminder, hindi po equivalent hindi po kayo makakuha ng work permit through these job fairs. That's a totally different process. that you will have to go through after sakaling maging successful kayo sa paghahanap ng trabaho sa mga job fairs na yan.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is it. Thank you so much, Miss G, as always, for sharing your insights. Baka meron naman pong tumawag kay Miss G. Well, that's okay. She answers her emails sa kay mga calls sa kanyang office. Thank you so much, Miss G. We will end this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!